We're down in Portumna as part of the Shorelines Festival, a project with We Are the Poets. Our job really today is to build bridges and forge connections across generations. So the project is between TOIs and older members of the community. We've invited the older people to come with a particular object. So what they come with will become a focal point for the conversation. The transition year students will be asked to just stand up and select something just that speaks to them or that's interesting to them in some way. Like what We Are the Poets is about is kind of bringing poetry back into the community and saying that everyone's a poet. So this is a really good fit for that. People are stories. We define ourselves by the story that we are. We think of this idea of when we get scared, our life flashes before our eyes. What we're saying is a little movie that we've made of our life. And these are actually keys into the story of the people that you're talking to. And the main thing, I suppose, is find out as much as you can about the person that you're talking to and then make something beautiful out of it at the end.
The day's been great so far. I think some of the stories that came out were really rich. The openness of the participants was amazing. I think what was really interesting was the way they chose the objects and why they chose the objects the older people had brought along. And it was almost like they matched perfectly. I think just setting that time aside where people could really just talk and listen to each other was really interesting. And some of the older people wrote some poems as well this morning, which was an unexpected bonus.
16, fresh printed book, not yet read, not yet worn. 16, wide horizon full of hope and wishes and untold adventures. Your smile, dear Quiver, brought me back to happy time abroad.
This is the object that I picked today. It's from Donal and he just loves planting trees and he said I could have this oak to plant it.
The lifetime of a tree, especially the oak tree, spans many generations. I think that aspect of the human story is nice to have, it's a nice aspect to remember and to have with us,
It was good, it was eye-opening and interesting.
I found today brilliant. I think the young people are wonderful. Many things have changed since I was a small boy, but the childhood memories of this young lady I met, Robin, and I are exactly the same.
It definitely exceeded expectations for me. I think the participants were so open and honest and friendly with us and with each other that I think it went better than we could have hoped, really. For me, I think one of the things that was really nice was just seeing the way the younger people in particular leaned in towards the older people to listen, and there was tenderness in the exchange.
Just think it's really great as the support that CBI and We Are the Poets are given to a project like this, and it's kind of pioneering, and that was the ethos that Sarah brought to the project, and it's great to see that brought to fruition and to be part of it. It's exciting,